Hello everyone, my name is Braden, this is Airless Quill9, and in today's video we are going to take a look at the 2024 Monster Manual Hook Horror. In this video we're going to take a look at the 2024 stat block for the Hook Horror. We're going to discuss what changes have been made to it from its 2014 5th edition version, and we're going to talk about whether or not there have been improvements made to the Hook Horror or possibly some debuffs made to it. So let's go ahead and get straight to it, and I'm going to give you a brief overview of what the Hook Horror is. So in the 2024 Monster Manual, Hook Horrors are described as Echo-Stalking Underdark hunters. They inhabit the Underdark, of course, which makes a whole lot of sense. And hooked horrors are these beaked predators whose forelimbs end in these massive hook-like claws. They flourish in the cavernous mazes of the Underdark, with its miles-deep trenches and stalactite forests suspended over empty darkness, where they barrel through caves and swing across cavern ceilings. Hook horrors feed opportunistically on plants, fungi, and any creatures that might come close enough to hook. To perceive their surroundings, hook horrors echolocate via a range of noises, from banging on rocks and their own bodies to vocalizations that sound like strange squawks, screams, or clicks. Only hook horrors know the meaning of these noises, but many people who explore the Underdark or live near deep-reaching caves have sought the sources of such sounds, only to fall victim to hungry hook horrors. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the 2024 Hook Horror stat block. Alright, so this is the Hook Horror. They are a large monstrosity of neutral alignment. They have an armor class of 15, an initiative of +0. They have 75 hit points. They have a speed of 30 feet and a climb speed of 30 feet. For their ability scores, they have a strength of 18, dexterity of 10, constitution 15, intelligence of 6, wisdom of 12, and charisma of 7. They are proficient in constitution saving throws. They are expertised in perception, giving them a +5 to perception skill checks. For senses, they have a blind sight of 60 feet and dark vision of 120 feet, as well as a passive perception of 15. Languages, they know Hook Horror. They are a challenge rating 3, granting them 700 experience points and a proficiency bonus of +2. And finally, we get to the action section. The Hook Horror has a multi-attack that allows it to make 2 hook attacks. Hook is a melee attack with a +6 to hit and a reach of 10 feet. On a hit, it deals 2d6 +4 piercing damage, and if the target is a large or smaller creature, the Hook Horror can move the target 5 feet straight toward or away from itself. So yeah, there's some interesting stuff going on in the stat block, but let's actually talk about what's entirely different from the 2024 version to the 2014 version of the Hook Horror. Alright, so there are some very small changes to the stat block, but there are some here that aren't really underlined, so I will talk about those as well. So, first off, the Hook Horror has actually gained proficiency in Constitution saving throws in 2024. It did not have that before, and it has also gained expertise in perception checks, because previously all it had was a +3, so it has gained that benefit there. Now, in 2014, the Hook Horror did have 2 traits that are no longer present in the stat block. Those are echolocation and keen hearing. Echolocation stated that the Hook Horror can't use its blind sight while deafened, so losing that is actually a benefit to the Hook Horror. And keen hearing granted the Hook Horror advantage on wisdom perception checks that relied on hearing, so that may be a buff or a debuff depending on how you look at it, because they did gain expertise with perception checks in exchange for losing that, so take with that as you will. Now, the only other real change to the stat block here is what I've underlined in the hook attack. This is an entirely new mechanic that has been attached to the hook attack in 2024. And honestly, I really like this mechanic. It gives the hook horror basically like a battle maneuver that it didn't have before. It can bring a creature in 5 feet closer or push it 5 feet farther away. And because of the 10-foot reach on its hook attack, that could be pretty useful depending on how the hook horror wants to do that. If it's low on HP, it's going to want to push creatures away from it so that it can safely move away out of melee combat. And if it wants to get some creatures into close range so that they can't possibly escape, that's what you're going to want to use to pull that creature straight or 5 feet straight toward it. So honestly, this is a really versatile feature, and I really love the inclusion of this. It gives the hook horror kind of a bit of scariness that it did not have previously. So that's really neat to see, and I really do like that. Overall, I think the hook horror has gotten some decent buffs to it. I don't mind that it's lost a couple traits because honestly, they've replaced those with things that are even better for the hook horror in general. So quite like the small changes that they have made here. Alright, so that's going to be it for this particular video. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give this video a like if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you like this type of content. Keep an eye out for more videos like this as we go and look at every creature in the 2024 Monster Manual. Until the next video, I thank you for watching, and I will catch you all later. Peace!